Welcome to this week's Future Toolbox podcast. We explore the Z to A of life skills, where each letter stands for a topic and essential tool to help you get ahead in life. Meet Jules and Mark, creators of the multi-award-winning Future Toolbox, and enjoy their straightforward approach to creating growth mindsets that help people turn their dreams into realities. Whether you're a teen in education, a parent, a teacher, or part of a community group, start creating positive habits from today.
Hello everybody and welcome to our latest Z to A podcast with myself, Mark, and Jules from the multi-award winning Future Toolbox.
Hello.
And this is where we pick a letter and a topic and discuss how you can use our tools to improve your own personal development and life. So what's this week's letter?
This week we have chosen the letter D, standing for drafting or draft. Now, I'm not talking about the draft that comes under your door in the winter. It's about drafting a plan for your future. We're at that time of year where if you're a student, you may already have broken up from school or about to. So you've got some nice long summer days to look forward to. Or if you're an adult at work, you've got summer holidays. And a lot of people take downtime now to reflect on where they are and maybe start thinking about the next 6 months of this year. So we're going to help you to draft a plan for the next 6 months.
Yes, and in the last episode we talked a bit about rest, reflect and reset, and also in the one before that was summer of self-care and self-love. And this is a time where if you're that student, you've probably exercised all your mental energy on trying to pass those exams. And let's face it, the working world doesn't get any quieter. We're always busy, we're always full on. Certainly if you're a teacher, you've been in that process as well, but you might just have a regular job or a regular business outside of education where you've just worked really, really hard and it seems relentless, and you're thinking, right, now is the time to have my summer break and start reflecting and looking back and thinking, right, what have I done? Where am I now? How can I relax? And where can I go from here?
And it's a natural time of year, I think, to feel a little bit tired and need that time to rest and reset, because you've been pretty full on with everything and you've got your school break coming up, you've got your holidays coming up. And years ago, you used to have the summertime shutdown. The factories and offices always used to have the factory fortnight, it was called, wasn't it?
That's right.
That's just come back into my mind.
Somebody mentioned that the other day, actually. Yeah, factory fortnight.
I don't think that happens as much now. I'm sure there are some places that still adopt that. But a lot of people will be having summer holidays. And it is a time where you can let go of those responsibilities of work, running your house, doing your school work, doing your homework, because not every student has just sat exams. Some students have just finished a year and are preparing for the next year. So there's a lot to think about and reflect over. And it's worth, before you even start thinking about your next plans or where you want to be, really, really check in on yourself and how you're feeling. And as I said earlier, not just physically, but mentally as well. So you might be waking up in the mornings and still feeling exhausted.
That is very true, because fatigue lasts longer than the actual event itself, and it can take you quite a while to get over that. And also there can be some small changes that you can put into your daily routines to help you to have more energy. Now, we've talked a lot about the shed in the past, the sleep, hydration, exercise and diet. And some of these things are maybe factors that can be affecting your energy levels. So, for example, if you've been stressed out to the max with studying or work or any of those things we mentioned before, you might just be finding it easy to grab a sugary snack or a bit of junk food or have a takeaway somewhere and not really have the time to prepare yourself to eat properly. You might even be skipping meals. And those things have a long-term impact. So if you suddenly started eating properly again this week, it's still going to take a while to get into your system. Likewise, if you've not been drinking that much water, and of course the weather has changed a lot now, it's quite hot. Yes, we still get rain in the UK in the summer, and sometimes we get days that are a bit cooler, but we still get dehydrated very, very quickly. And it's really, really important to drink more. We had a really hot day the other day, didn't we? And we ended up playing paddle in the morning. I remember you saying when we got home afterwards, you went, today I will mostly be drinking water. And we did. We drank loads of it. We just kept drinking water. And it was much needed.
Yeah, so it's a good idea to reflect on your diet, as you were saying. I mean, I do that now and again. I think, well, hold on a second. We are using a lot of energy every single day, not just through exercise, but just generally anyway. And sometimes it's easy to, like you say, either miss a meal or grab a quick snack somewhere. So look at what it is that you're actually putting inside. How are you fueling your body to help you achieve all the things that you want to do? And it is the whole thing, and your sleep patterns, because if you can get that regular sleep, that's a really good thing to start with, your sleep, and then looking at your diet.
Yeah, if you can nail those two habits quite reasonably, and we talked about the 80-20 rule, so 80% of the time you're doing the good, healthy stuff, 20% of the time you can let yourself slip, and then the exercise plan will come, it will follow. It's really hard sometimes to say to people, look, I know you've got no energy, go out and do some exercise. People will go, no, I haven't got any energy. How can I go and do some exercise? But believe it or not, that is actually probably the time to do some exercise.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about going out and doing high intensity exercise, but just doing something really simple. And again, we've talked in loads and loads of podcasts about just going for a walk around the park. The minute you make the step across the threshold of your door and you're outside, then you're making your way to the park. As soon as you get there, the energy level will come naturally because your body will crave it and it'll want it. And I think we've got ourselves into this situation now where we have a loose draft plan of what we're going to do each week. So we know that we're going to run, we know that we're going to walk, we know that we're going to play paddle, we know we're going to do all these sorts of activity exercises. When we finish doing them, when we stop, my body craves water, my body craves food. I know when I'm hungry, and you're the same, aren't you? We can't skip a meal because we're hungry.
Yeah.
We can't skip the water because if we skip drinking fluids, we both start to flag. And also we can't skip the rest because we need to rest. We need that downtime as well. Yeah. So I think we've trained our body to react to these habits, and it's taken a long time. It's not something you can do in just a week or 2 weeks or even your 6 week summer holiday if you're a student. But if you make a start on it now and start making these small changes, then it's going to really, really help.
And as well, talking about drafting a plan, one of the things that I've been doing quite regularly for a number of years is doing some weight training with dumbbells. I used to go to the gym and I would regularly, 2 or 3 times a week, do a class called Body Pump, and literally just strengthening my muscles, because as I'm getting older, I'm acutely aware that to maintain the strength in my body, in my muscles, will also help my bones, and particularly being female. So for me, that's a really important part of my exercise, and that's something that I've stuck with. But often in the mornings, I wake up, as you all know, I have a cup of tea. That's the first thing that I do. But sometimes I still perhaps feel a little bit groggy, maybe. And I think that's a natural sort of thing sometimes. But one of the things that I've started to do, I used to do a yoga and a stretch first thing. And actually, whilst we're recording this, I'm now stretching my arms, aren't I? Because it's like coming to my mind. But I've now incorporated some wonderful Tai Chi exercises, because I find them amazing to wake yourself up properly, both physically and mentally, because it gets you to do certain exercises that will actually do that, and it stimulates your mind and your body. And some of them are a bit bizarre, and you think, well, how does swinging your arms and almost like hitting yourself, patting yourself on the back, what is that doing? But it's amazing. So I'll have a cup of tea and then I will do, and it's only about 15 minutes, but it absolutely wakes me up. And particularly if we've got a game of paddle or some high intensity exercise to do, it just fires me ready for it. It's brilliant.
So you have a chai tea and then a Tai Chi. Almost. Yeah. But it is true. It's something like that what can you do in the morning that can just invigorate your senses? I mean, for me, the first thing I do is open the window, look out and think, what an amazing day today is. It's even just saying that positive statement. Doesn't matter if it's raining. It's still going to be an amazing day, isn't it? That movement that you're doing there is stimulating the blood flow through your body, which then in turn is waking all your senses up and thinking, right, I'm going to give myself some energy. Some people are probably listening to this thinking, nah, I don't buy that. I'm going to be really honest with you. If you'd have said that to me 10 years ago, I wouldn't have bought it either. I thought, no, I haven't got time to do that 15 minutes in the morning. I've got to get up, get ready and go to work. There's so many things to do in the day. If If you've got kids running around as well, it's really, really hard to do
I
that.
appreciate that.
But that habit, get your kids on board with you, get them involved with it as well.
Absolutely.
They'll love it.
Absolutely.
Creating the habit, it's about starting and creating a habit, but then it's about continuing the habit as well, because some people will start these things and think, I feel absolutely no different. And the classic example is if you want to lose weight and you go on a diet, the chances are in that first week of going on a diet, you're not going to feel any different. And that's where people quit. They say, that's it, I haven't lost any weight in my first week, or I went out for my first walk or run and it was too hard and I'm never doing that again. Believe me, it does get easier, but you have to create the habit. You have to keep going with it.
So yeah, we have got a wonderful tool to help you if you're looking to reset and set yourself some new habits or goals. And it's called the Magic Steps to Goal Setting. And this will really, really help you to define what it is that you want to achieve, why you want to achieve it, and how you're going to achieve it.
Oh yeah, the Magic Steps to Goal Setting. That's one of my favourite programs, and it's one that we work through ourselves. Obviously, we created it. We still work through it ourselves, don't we? The thing I love most about it is it's simple to follow through and just think, okay, I've got some steps here. And if you follow those through and break them down, it makes your draft plan a lot easier. Now, we keep using the word draft plan, and the thing I love about a draft plan is it can be changed. So you can work on a plan, move forward, but you can make changes to it. We get caught up sometimes in that we have to get it right first time. But we've had loads of meetings at work in the past, we've had business meetings, and at the moment, we've just got a business deal that we're working on, and today we received the draft plan for it.
Yeah.
The great thing about the draft plan is we have a plan to read. Now, we can change it. We can change that with the other party that sent it to us as well. It hasn't got to be set in stone yet. And we're talking about a business plan that could be a legal agreement. In your case, where you're talking about your draft plan to look after your health and mental well-being, that's not a legal agreement, is it? It's something that you can work on. So it doesn't have to be as rigid as that. So yeah, have a look at Magic Steps to Goal Setting, because they're simple and easy and you'll get your plan from it.
Yeah, it is only a draft at the moment because it is the summer holidays. So you just need to let these ideas come in and flow through and perhaps write them down. But there's all sorts of other things that you could do through this summer period just to make yourself feel better, help you to relax and help you to think about your future. And one of the simplest things, so easy, is go and get your hair cut. Something like that. Because for me, you want to look lovely, you're going to be outside more, and isn't it lovely to have a fresh new haircut and feel really good? Now, you've just recently had yours done.
I did actually, yeah.
And I'm booked to go and have mine done in a couple of days. I'm not going to have a major overhaul of it, but I'm going to have a few inches off and just have something slightly different and just make myself feel a little bit nicer for the summer.
Yeah, things like that do work. I'm going to flip from us looking very beautiful to an inanimate object now. So there is no link here. But the other day I went out and washed the car. I took it to the jet wash, and I love using the jet wash because you can see the dirt coming off the car. The car was very, very dusty, and it was such a satisfying experience because to drive there, jet wash the car and drive back probably took me around about 20 minutes, half an hour. But then when I got the car back and you saw it, you went, wow, the car looks really clean, doesn't it? And that's still clean. It's still clean. A week or so on from that. Sometimes little things like that, just having a little declutter of the house, maybe clearing out that drawer that you've chucked all the rubbish in that you don't actually need anymore. Perhaps sorting your clothes out. You done that the other day, didn't you?
I was just going to say, maybe it's a good time to sort through your winter stuff. Because you don't need it. You're not going to be using it, hopefully, for a while. So have a little look and think to yourself, wow, I haven't worn this all winter. Do I still need this? Could I take that to a charity shop and somebody else could benefit from it? I think that's a really good idea. I sorted my socks out. So far.
We're talking about exciting things like planning our life, planning our summer holiday, or sorting your sock drawer out.
Yeah. But in your draft plan, also, maybe think about taking up a new hobby. Mentioned that I'd taken up Tai Chi. I did do it a few years ago and thought, well, that was really good. Forgot all about it. Came across it again and thought, do you know what? I like this and it's doing me good and I'm enjoying it and it's making me feel really good about myself. So maybe think about a new hobby. It doesn't have to be anything that's going to cost you any money. It could be something really, really simple.
So we've talked about those random things, but it would be probably right to finish on a subject about your summer holiday. People will be getting ready maybe to go on their summer holidays, their summer breaks, whether it's in the UK, whether you're travelling abroad. And we see a lot of people that they tend to build up to this big event because they're going away. They get really, really stressed about what do I need to take, what time do I need to get to the airport, and everything like that becomes quite overwhelming. And it's, again, just trying to think of that planning stage. Draw out your draft plan for your summer holiday. So how are you going to get there? What do you need to take? Keep it minimal, keep it simple. Sometimes we overpack and take 3 suitcases full of stuff and don't wear them. Just think, what is the essential things that I need? What time do I need to get to wherever I'm going? How am I getting there? And how am I going to enjoy this holiday? What are the things I'm going to do when I'm there? And make your draft plan to the sites that you want to go and see, or the book that you want to read sitting by the pool, or whatever it may be that you're doing. And take that time to enjoy getting there as well as the actual experience. So when you come back, you feel a little bit more refreshed and ready to go to the next stage afterwards, after you've relaxed and reset.
So to recap, we have our wonderful magic steps to goal setting. So that will help you to pick out what it is that you wish to achieve and help you to formulate or draft your plan. But you might not be ready to do that just yet. And if you haven't already downloaded the reflective bundle that we've created for you, that might be the place for you to start. And that will help you to go on what we call enlightening journey of your past to help you to build your future.
I love that. You can find that and many more tools on our website, which is futuretoolbox.co.uk. We're also on social media. You'll find us on Instagram, Facebook and TikTok. And we also have a YouTube channel. Plus we're on LinkedIn if you want to reach out to us, because we are
everywhere.
We are everywhere. So have lots of fun drafting your next plan. Enjoy that summer break and the excitement that comes with it, and have some downtime to look after yourself. And we look forward to catching you in the next episode.
Bye for now.
Thank you for joining us for the Z2A of Life Skills with Jules and Mark of the Future Toolbox. Don't forget to head over to their website, which is futuretoolbox.co.uk, where you can find lots of free resources, plus a host of books in the store, as well as subscribing to the membership site. Follow Future Toolbox Instagram, TikTok and Facebook at Future Toolbox, and subscribe to their YouTube channel too.